Fall is in the air tonight in Blaine. Plenty of wind, rain in the forecast, and 55 degrees as a pair of 1 and 2 teams look for a win tonight to get back to 500. Good evening, I'm Sam Ekstrom here on North Metro TV. The 1-2 St. Michael-Albertville Knights taking on the 1-2 Blaine Bengals. And for the visitors, St. Michael-Albertville, it's going to be key to get the run game going tonight, which has been a bit of a struggle for them this season. At just 3.9 yards per carry as a team, they will lean on their top back Connor Longvan, the versatile Longvan, who has almost 300 all-purpose yards this year. He'll be effective in the passing game as well. Taking care of the football will be of the utmost importance for the backs and for the quarterbacks. The big-bodied Frank Daniels, 6'4", 200-pound junior, has thrown 5 interceptions this season. Blaine, coming off 2 consecutive losses, will need to take care of that football and try to get over the hump against this team that beat them 28-0 last season. It's St. Michael-Albertville. It's Blaine coming up next on North Metro TV.
North Metro TV News is your source for local stories. Highlighting the issues in your community, we bring you the news that's closer to home. Join us as we explore the stories all around us, every day at 2:30, 6:30, and 10:30.
Welcome back to Blaine. We are seconds from kickoff. The 1-2 Knights, the 1-2 Bengals. The winner gets to 500 at the halfway mark of the regular season, and the loser will have a long climb back to that mark as they go into the second half of the season. So plenty at stake tonight for the Blaine homecoming. The Bengals will be kicking it off. They've lost 2 consecutive games. Lost by 7 against Minnetonka, lost by 8 at Champlain Park. They've had 3 one-possession games this season. And they'll be kicking off to the Knights, coming off their first win following a state semifinal appearance last year, an 0-2 start. A win against Wayzata last week got them back on track. We are ready to go here in Blaine. The kick coming from Charlie Rohrbaugh. It is away, and we are off in the rain. Returned from the 20. And a return of 7 yards. A return by Noah Balicki out across the 25, and that's where the Knights will begin. St. Michael-Albertville, coached by Jared Essler, the 12th-year man. Essler, the NDSU alum, and he is their primary play caller for this offense. It's an offense engineered by senior quarterback Colton Damaris, who is off to a really nice start in his first full year as the starter. 62% passer, 447 yards this season. 4 TDs, 1 pick, and 1 rushing touchdown for Damaris, who's under center. They operate out of an I formation offense, and the pitch out to the right side. Sam Anderson gets that carry. He'll pick up 4. Anderson broke one for 90 yards last week, scoring a touchdown in that Wayzata win. And that was the punctuation mark. A fourth-quarter touchdown for the Knights to seal it and get them in the win column after they went 7-5 last season. So Anderson getting the start here in the backfield. We'll see plenty of Connor Longvan as well. Ryan Cadia will be involved too. Knights will load up that line. They'll send Brian Savi in motion and hand it off to Anderson, who barrels to the 35-yard line, closing in on a first down. In on that tackle for Blaine, Jack Schisler, who has a couple of sacks on the season, a big presence on that defensive front. A gaudy average for Anderson with that 90-yarder. Over 17 yards per carry coming in. 3rd down and short. They hurry to the line and go tempo and hand it off to Anderson, who is hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's very close. He was first contacted by Jack Johnson, the 100-plus tackle machine from last year. We'll see where they place the football. Another look. There's Johnson at the point of attack. Got him up high. It will be 4th down and short. Ashton Groves is the punter for St. Michael-Albertville. We'll see if they send him out. Damaris, though, is going to the huddle. Early decision for Jared Essler. 4th down and about half a yard. 3 backs. 7 on the line. Another handoff. And I think they've stopped them again. Longvan got the carry. He was hit just across the 36. I didn't see any positive yardage there. Blaine believes they've got a turnover on downs. No signal yet. It appears like they're going to measure it. And this crowd waiting to erupt. The tip of the football appears to be at the 37. So Longvan's first carry of the night in a big spot stood up at the line of scrimmage by this big Blaine defense. A defense that's allowed 22.7 yards per game, and there is the call. Blaine football. 4 and out go the Knights, and the Bengals faithful love it. 4 run plays to start the game for the Knights. 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1, they were denied. You see Longvan there pushing, and again he was met by Jack Johnson. And now the Bengals go on offense, and you'll see some different looks from them than you would the Knights. They'll spread it out a lot more and go shotgun. Handoff by Daniels to Tyler Terry across the 35, driven back after a gain of maybe 3 yards. Terry has not been greatly involved in the run game this year, just his 2nd carry of the season. He's more of a receiver, and now Blaine goes tempo. Frank Daniels, the quarterback, 349 yards through the air, 2 TDs, 5 picks. That's been his kryptonite, and there's Terry again on the pitch, and he's got some speed with a nice cutback to the 25 and a 1st down. Tackle made by Jackson Brutger. There's Terry through the air. Over 20 yards per completion. He's been a big play threat. Terry had a 73-yard touchdown catch against Minnetonka, his biggest play of the season. So they use Terry as a gadget in the backfield on this opening drive. And now they will go empty. Quick pitch to Plankers. Plankers hit hard at the 26-yard line, no gain. Cowan Underwood in on that tackle. 2nd down and 10 for the Bengals.
No gain on the play.
Opening 4 minutes of this first quarter, Blaine still moving quickly. Their offense has produced just under 20 points per game in the first 3 weeks. Motion there with the tight end. They stack it up out to the right, and they will throw it that way. Caught across the 15. Hauled in by Zach Schustad, his 4th catch of the year. The 6'6" tight end into the red zone. Go the Bengals. Well-oiled machine, this offense here so far. Their first pass successful. 3 wide receivers. Terry hurdling a man and driving into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Terry from 14 yards. And the Bengals with a 6-0 lead on homecoming. Look at this first move by Terry. Little hop and a burst. And he got through the tackle of Caden Johnson. Student section throwing baby powder everywhere. It's a party over here on the home side of the stands. Extra point in the rain is good. Those will be important tonight. And it is 7-0 Blaine. with 7:44 to go in the quarter. Kendall Stadden knocking that one in. She is 8 of 8 this season on extra points. What a start for the Bengals, and we'll see how the Knights can respond. And there are the students out in mass, even though it's cold tonight. Probably the coldest night that we've had in months, and yet hundreds of students here on the home side. Kickoff by Rohrbach. So that drive for Blaine goes 37 yards. Went just over 2 minutes. And there's the kickoff. Again, a short kickoff taken around the 10. Returned by Longvan. And he returns it 20 yards to the sideline, just shy of the 30. The rain coming down harder now. We've got umbrellas coming out. And that's going to stifle the St. Michael-Albertville passing game that has been more effective for them this year than in years past. With Damaris throwing the football, they feel like they've been able to stretch the field more horizontally. Teams have often stuffed the box against them and dared them to throw, and Damaris has been taking advantage to some extent. But 7-0 Blaine. Rain on and off today, and now it is really coming down out here. Certainly hope that the lightning stays away and that the game is not delayed. They'll keep playing through rain, but nothing involving lightning and thunder. 1st and 10 for the Knights. There's a pitch out to the left and a couple yards, not much more. Swarming the football is Henry Morris. Morris and Jack Johnson, the two big returning defensive players who had over 100 tackles last year. Morris, 6'1", 205 senior, a huge force in that linebacking core. 2nd down and 9. So already the theme of the season is coming to fruition for the Knights, unable to get the run game going. 5 carries, just 11 yards so far for the Knights. 2nd down and long. And they call for a timeout. So the Knights will burn one on offense with 6:53 to go in the first.
Blaine football would like to take the following
St. Michael-Albertville last week put up 28 points, a season high. They lost in week 1 at Forest Lake in a surprising result. Forest Lake for so many years was down and out. Now that program has turned around. They beat a state semifinalist in STMA. And then on the road at Centennial, losing 17-6. This is the 3rd out of 4 road games to start the year for STMA. The run last season for the Knights took them to US Bank Stadium, where they fell to the eventual champions Lakeville South, 40-14 in the state semi. Kind of a Cinderella run. They were 4-4 in the regular season, and then rattled off 3 in a row to get a game away from the championship. That team scored almost 27 per game. Now on 2nd and 9, it'll be a throw. Out to the right, Longvan the catch, and immediately tackled. Gain of 1 for Longvan. 3rd down and 8. think Blaine was trying to claim that that was incomplete, but he did hang on until the ground. Tackle by Ryland Dickinson. 3rd down and 8. Quick run up the middle, 1st down. Out to the 40-yard line for the Knights. And that's a big 1st down for them, moving the chains. Brian Savi on the carry. His 3rd carry of the season. You can tell already they're trying to get some new blood in that rushing game and try to hit them with a rotation of backs. They'll move to the line quickly. 3 wide receivers trying to spread Blaine out a little bit and going back to Savi. And he skirts to the 43-yard line. Gang tackled there. Easton Olston helped bring him down near the 44. Savi, 5'11", 195 senior. 27 Knight seniors on this varsity roster.
2nd down for the Knights.
We've got a whistle here. 2nd and 6. Anderson back in the game as the running back. Damaris will hand it to him. Anderson squeezes through and gets a 1st down across midfield. Pickup of 8 yards, Sam Anderson. 6'2" sophomore. He's got really more of a wide receiver's body, but the shiftiness makes him a good running back. Sam Anderson, and this is, of course, a run-based program. It has been for many years, so any athletes, they're trying to find a way to get them involved in the running game. 1st and 10. First time for the Knights in Bengals territory. Another handoff. Plunging to the 43 is Anderson. And now some better chunks on the ground for STMA. 5 yards. Maybe a little adjustment made out of that first timeout they took. Good cut up the middle by Anderson. Got a good block on that play by Logan Torkelson, the big senior offensive lineman. Starting line. Torkelson the tackle, Luke Sipple and Spencer Hansen the guards, Joe Dewar the center, Mason Zimmer the other tackle. Cadia to the 40. And he's about a yard away from the 1st down. Ryan Cadia, shy of 3 yards per carry so far this year. Gained about 4 on that play. Cadia, a 5'8" junior. 3rd down and 1. 3:35 to go in the 1st quarter. Blaine on top on a Tyler Terry 14-yard touchdown. Anderson hit at the line, spiraling down. He's pretty close to a 1st down, and I think the 2nd effort got it for him. Anderson got a 1.5 yards. He needed 1 yard, and Anderson picks it up on the 3rd and 1. Bengals defense has been good in short yardage, and that time just unable to make the stop in time. First and 10. Damaris to the air. Pass is dropped. And maybe the wet football playing a role that time. Connor Longvan, who has 12 receptions on the season, including the one today. Able to bring that one in.
2nd down.
Wouldn't have gone for much, but would have been something. And 2nd and 10. Field goals, of course, will be a challenge tonight. Jared Timlin labeled as the place kicker for STMA. Play action, toss, left. Longvan again, can't hang on. 2 in a row to one of Damaris's favorite targets. And for naught, the Knights will have a 3rd and 10. A design rollout and long van unable to squeeze that one. Now a tricky situation for the Knights. You add those 2 drops together from a yardage standpoint, and that probably would have been a 1st down on the 2 combined. Closest in coverage that time was Ryland Dickinson. Bengal students have the bleachers shaking. And a flag comes out on the 3rd and 10.
Ball. False start. Number 25.
False start, Blaine.
5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Blaine didn't score against this group last year, and they already are on the board here in the 1st quarter. It was 28-0 September 24th of last season. 21-0 at halftime. STMA took it to them. Now they're playing from behind and facing a 3rd and 15. Need to reach the 27-yard line. Damaris will hand to Anderson, who fumbled the football. It's loose at the 40. Who's got it? Blaine is pointing their way, and it looks like the Bengals have recovered. We don't have an official signal, but Blaine clearly has the football. Easton Olsen got it. A fumble recovery, and the Bengals have the game's first takeaway. An Anderson fumble, and then baby blue jerseys all around that thing. Olsen actually forced it, and it looks like he ended up picking the ball up. Pinballing around in that sea of bodies. And a good drive for the Knights. Goes by the boards, and a handoff there on 1st down goes for nothing. Great pursuit to the football by Drew Luster on that tackle, 2nd and 10. We talked about ball security in the open. Knights have taken care of the ball better this year than the Bengals. And the Bengals trying to turn a turnover into points here late in the 1st quarter. Play action toss, pass caught. Near midfield, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling inside the 40. 22 yards for Zach Schusted. Fantastic catch and run. And look at him take on 1 tackler, 2 tacklers, and Blaine moving with pace. A handoff again up the middle. Nothing doing. Michael Douglas driven back. Douglas entering play at 5.8 yards per carry, a really nice total. Junior running back for the Bengals. Minute 20 to go, 1st quarter. You see Douglas's numbers, almost 300 yards through 3 games. 95 yards per game for Douglas. Again, it's Douglas with a gaping hole through the offensive line. A 1st down to the 26. And a pickup of 13 yards for Douglas. Denied once, but not twice on that series. And the Bengals move the chains, looking for a 2-score lead here. Douglas not touched until I think he already had the 1st down. Logan Jans was first on the scene. Douglas remains in the backfield next to Daniels, takes the handoff. Douglas with more. Backpedaling down to the 24-yard line. Excuse me, call that the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. We'll see if they choose to run another play here. Waning seconds of quarter number 1, 7-0 Bengals. Glad you're with us here on North Metro TV. If you're avoiding the chilly conditions tonight. Final 10 seconds first quarter. Blaine content to switch sides of the field and take this lead into the second quarter. Tyler Terry, a touchdown run, the difference in this game. Blaine coming off a fumble recovery, trying to score more. Second quarter around the corner on North Metro TV.
Wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song. Wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Quarter number 2 in Blaine. The Bengals on top here at home. Their third home game of the season. They are 1-1 in this facility so far, beating White Bear Lake 24-19, losing to Minnetonka 21-14. Second down and 3 for the Bengals to start quarter number 2. Kind of a side wind, the rain going across their face here from right to left. There's a handoff on the jet sweep to the 15-yard line. Matthew Planker's taken down by fellow number 14, Cohen Underwood. That'll move the chains once again. Another Blaine first down. St. Michael-Albertville is all out of sorts, trying to get new personnel out defensively. Blaine playing with incredible pace on offense. Daniels hurdles a man, and Daniels toward the 5. Smashed out of bounds at the 7. He was finished off by Josh Segler after a gain of 7. Frank Daniels entered tonight with 112 yards rushing and 3 rushing TDs. Second and short. Blaine closing in. Not much there for Michael Douglas. They need to reach the 6 for a first down, and I think they're shy here by half a yard. That sets up a big third down and short in what might be 4-down territory. Kendall Stadden is 1 of 2 as a field goal kicker. Douglas next to Daniels and goes in motion way out wide. It'll be a design run. Daniels lunging to the 5 for the goal line. Touchdown! And the Bengals take a 2-score lead. 4th rushing touchdown for Frank Daniels. A 7-yarder. And it's all Blaine in the early going. I don't know how Daniels got out of that tackle by Jackson Brutker. He doesn't let many leak through. And now Stadden to push the lead to 14. Kick is short, but good. Snuck over the crossbar to make it 14-0. 2 rushing touchdowns in this game for the Bengals. And Blaine, for the first time this season, leads by multiple possessions. A 60-yard drive off the fumble recovery. So it's the Bengals looking to move to 2-2 here if they can keep this going. Last season, the Bengals 5-5, lost in the second round of the playoffs to Shakopee by a 2013 score. Bengals lost their quarterback, A.J. Call, who was a 1,400-yard passer. Lost Preston Myers, a 600-yard running back, and good wide receiver Jordan Reynolds. They've got plenty of talent, though, on this offense this season. And it's a good return for St. Michael-Albertville out to the 45. Long Van takes that one almost 30 yards. And the Knights will try to respond, now down 14. Long Van, a couple of drops on the previous possession, trying to make some amends. Nice blocking on that return by the Knights. You don't want to be the team to play from behind in the rain. I don't think they have to go all pass yet. It's still the first half, but it's not a position you want to be in. Anderson stumbles to the 50. Got some momentum going and gains 6. So Sam Anderson getting a long look here at running back in the first half, coming off that 90-yard touchdown last Friday. Now, conditions were not ideal last Friday either, but much worse tonight, much chillier. 2nd down and 4. Hand off Cadia. Cadia has the first down with a surge to the 45-yard line. Cadia, 170 pounds. He can really scoot. He's got great speed. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 45, and the Knights are back in Blaine territory for the 2nd time this game. Looks like a 4-3 defense right now for the Bengals. Handoff goes to Noah Bilicki to the 37-yard line, 8 yards. Getting Noah involved here. 5'9", 155, a junior. 2nd down and 2 for the Knights. Early stages, 2nd quarter. Trying to get that touchdown back following the fumble on the last possession. This is an under center team exclusively. They go 4 wide. There's a fumble and a flag. Damaris a hard time handling the snap. Bailed out by the whistle.
Dead ball. False start. Number 70 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Logan Torkelson with the penalty. And that'll set up 2nd and 7. Couldn't see the movement there, but you do see the fumble, and it looked like the quarterback would have fallen on it either way. I don't know which outcome is preferable, a 2nd and 7 or a 3rd and 4. Here's Damaris under center, 3 wide receivers. He'll throw. Slant left, caught. And Blaine gets there before the marker. Ball came out again. Looked like Daniel Powell on the receiving end, his first catch of the season. Let's get another look and see if this ball did leak out. Powell with a spin, and hard to tell there. Yeah, that looked like it came out late. So a 3rd down and 2 facing the Knights. This is about where they were when they turned it over on the last possession. Long Van is met at the line of scrimmage and did not get the first down. Jaden Grant on the tackle, and it's 4th and 2.
No gain on the play. 4th and 2.
Look at Grant getting around the edge and wrapping up Long Van for no gain. Bengals already have a 4th down stop in this one, looking for another. Long Van again is in the backfield, and a whistle.
Timeout. Blaine.
Time called by the Bengals. So the defense will talk things over. 7:13 to go in this first half. Scoring recap so far in this one. Tyler Terry, a 14-yard touchdown run. Less than 5 minutes into this game, a 37-yard drive following the turnover on downs, and then a 60-yard drive following a fumble. Resulted in a 7-yard touchdown run by Frank Daniels. Metro Gold North standing so far. Maple Grove on top, the only undefeated team. And there you see toward the middle, Blaine and STMA battling to get that second win. Plenty of restructuring in the past few years in the sub-district level. So this is just the second year that STMA and Blaine have shared the same sub-district. It was Metro North and Metro West, respectively. They're on 4th down. The ball came out, and Blaine, once again, has held up in short yardage. Really doesn't matter who recovered. It was a 4th down play. Gavin Ecker came away with the football, and the Bengals get the ball back. And since Ecker came up with that ball, and maybe we'll get another look, but that would go down as a turnover officially instead of a turnover on downs. There's, yep, a tough exchange. Ecker came away with it. 2 turnovers on a couple fumbles by STMA. Not much on the 1st and 10 carry, maybe half a yard. Michael Douglas touting it to the 41-yard line. Long Van, a couple drops for STMA, a couple bad snaps there with Damaris, or a couple challenges holding the snap, I should say. I think the snaps were good. That one stretched out with Douglas and a loss. 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and 12. Nice pursuit here on this pitch. Tackled by Zach Purcell, who entered the game with 16 tackles on the season. 3rd and 12, Daniels, shotgun. Rolls, pumps, zips it toward the sideline, just getting rid of the football. 3 and out for the Bengals. Midway through the second quarter, and I think any punt tonight could be an adventure as well. We'll see how this goes.
Schusted back to punt for the Bengals.
Schusted will be the punter. And he gets it away cleanly. Fair catch called for and dropped by Long Van. He'll have to recover it inside the 20-yard line. Oh. Jake Mueller was threatening to pick that football up. Long Van having a challenge tonight. His 3rd fumble or muff. and fortunate to get back on that football at the 20. So the punt works out brilliantly for Blaine as they pin the Knights back at the 20-yard line, 5:52 to go.
43 yards on the punt. First and 10.
Out to the right side, Damaris. And a catch made by Swinkiewicz, who is the favorite target for STMA. Swinkiewicz, 16 catches this year, 186 yards. That's his first target of the day. His coach told me that he's got a great catch radius. A couple touchdowns this year for Swinkiewicz. Yep, we're saying it correctly. There's no N in that last name, but there is an N when you say it out loud. Go figure. Damaris with a handoff. Oh, good second effort here to the 40-yard line. Brian Savi. If the Knights could string together a drive here before halftime that results in points, they would not be out of this game.
39 yards, first and 10.
Three wide receivers for Damaris. Anderson lowers the shoulder and maybe got a yard just shy of the 40-yard line.
Innings the ball carrier.
Anderson getting the start tonight in front of Longvan, who's also been used plenty. Gotta imagine they'll continue rotating. And it looks like Longvan will come back into the game here. Anderson gets a breather. And Longvan to the 45. He breaks a tackle, and Longvan has a first down. Ran into his own man, dropped the football at the 50-yard line, and I believe got it back. Blaine reacted as if that thing was loose. First down carry for Longvan, and the Knights back with the ball at midfield. Field position has not been an issue for them. They've been in threatening territory now 3 drives in a row. And he did drop that football. Ran into Swinkiewicz. You see the first down comparison, STMA with actually more than Blaine. From the 50. A throw by Damaris. A fade toward the sideline for Swinkiewicz, incomplete. Goes to his trusty target. A little out of his reach there. Swinkiewicz 6'4". He's a big target to throw to. Tight coverage there by Kingston Davies. 2nd and 10. Anderson back in the game as the running back. Savi motions. Anderson runs to the left. And he drags tacklers to the 46-yard line. 4 yards for Sam Anderson, who has likely doubled his rushing attempts tonight from previous 3 games combined. He had 7 coming in. And he has at least that here in the first half. 3rd down and 6, needing to reach the 40. Damaris rolling, running. Oh, he's blasted out of bounds near the first down marker. Damaris signaling he thinks it's a first down, but I don't think the referees will agree. He's a yard short at the 41. Damaris took a lick at the 41-yard line. 4th down and 1. Rylan Dickinson lays the hammer. And this has been the kryptonite for the Knights. They have 2 4th and short failures in this game. And they quickly move to the line of scrimmage, trying to quick snap them. 4th and 1, handoff Longvan, got it. And Longvan to his backside at the 35-yard line. 6 yards for Longvan. And that's a confidence builder for the Knights on 4th down. Finally a success with 3 minutes left in the first half. STMA needs to convert on this drive, likely to avoid being shut out in this first half. To throw. He'll tuck it and run. Damaris barrels into tacklers across the 30. 7 yards for the quarterback, Damaris. Nice chunk on first down. Running with some conviction there. Colton Damaris, 1 rushing touchdown this season. Doesn't run quite as often as Frank Daniels on the other side, but these are 2 quarterbacks that have serious size. Damaris 6'6", also a basketball player. And racing in, calling for time, are the Bengals. And they'll have
Blaine.
1 remaining.
Second charge timeout.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Blaine by 14. Other games tonight in the Metro Gold North, Centennial at Maple Grove. A 2-1 battle against a 2-1 team against a 3-0 team. That'll be a good battle at Maple Grove. Champlain Park is at Minnetonka. A couple of 2-1 teams. Totino Grace at Wyzetta, as you see Mike Law, the 4th-year coach, who is 15-15 through 3.5 seasons. Law replaced Ben Geisler in 2019 after being the offensive coordinator here. Former offensive lineman at Oberlin College. Having a good, productive discussion there. Law's got the rain gear on. He's a former offensive lineman. He doesn't mind the rain. Those guys love these conditions. The Knights really going to this quick snap. On the 2nd and 2, it's Anderson prancing across the 25 down to the 20. And another Knights first down. They've got 2 timeouts and 1:51 here before halftime. So time shouldn't be a major factor here as long as they're responsible with the clock management. And ideally, they'd like to leave nothing for the Bengals. A throw to the end zone by Damaris. There's a push in the end zone and a flag coming out. Looked like a blatant pass interference. Swinkiewicz, the intended target. And that was a defensive back who came in from the weak side. Well, they just signaled that on the offense. Let's hold everything here. That official pointed to STMA.
Pass interference. Number 18 of the defense.
Okay.
Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So another look. Yeah, okay, so that was the primary defender, Fruso, the senior defensive back, and then behind him was Rohrbaugh, who almost had the interception. Half the distance to the goal, ball at the 10. Handoff Kadia, trying to spin out of a tackle, flag flies, ball's out. Has Blaine done it a third time? They have pending what I think was a penalty flag. Or was it?
The ball is loose and the Bengals recover.
Blaine, for the moment, has the football.
Penalty on the play. Holding on offense. That penalty
Holding
is
on
declined.
the offense.
First up.
Blaine with their third takeaway. Just a devastating turnover for the Knights. Ryan Kadia had it ripped out by Charlie Potvin. 3 first-half turnovers, and that's the story of this game. Conditions wreaking havoc on the visitors. And now a minute 16 for Frank Daniels. He'll give to Douglas. And Douglas just trying to hang on to the football out to the 12-yard line.
Douglas, the ball carrier.
No need for Blaine to do anything reckless here. Blaine will receive the second half kickoff. Maybe the rain will stop during halftime. They can play with some better conditions. Burn through the clock here if they can. Daniels. Douglas, big hole. Douglas to the 20. Smashes into Kadia there near the 25. Clock will stop. 27.6 on the clock. So it looks like Blaine will take a 14-0 lead here into halftime unless they break one. It's Douglas again, adding to his total. Driven back at the 30, and that's probably the final play of this first half, or is it? No, Blaine is going to call for time.
Douglas, the ball carrier, gain of 6.
They're going to give themselves another try. Well, I'm interested to see what they dial up here. They need 70 yards. They don't have time to get in field goal range. What does Mike Law have in his bag of tricks? Playing with a little house money here before halftime. Maybe try something fancy. You probably don't want to get going with laterals and hooking ladders in these conditions, though. But do they have a pass play where they could maybe spring somebody deep? Knights go in the ultimate prevent, I would presume. Okay, 8 seconds left in the first half. They'll run it. Oh, they will throw deep on the play action. It is caught at the 31, Terry. 1.8 on the clock. No timeouts for Blaine. They'll try to spike the football before it hits 0, and they do. And a flag comes out. That might spoil everything.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense.
So they weren't set. Now what will this do to the clock? You know, at the NFL level, I think there'd be a 10-second runoff in a situation like this. Now is the clock going to stop or start on the whistle? Do they have time? Now a timeout called by STMA. Entertaining final 8 seconds of the first half. And what a catch by Tyler Terry.
Timeout. St. Michael.
That was a 39-yard connection in the rain, in traffic. They pulled it off in 7 seconds. I'm not so sure about the spot of the football. I mean, the ball was caught at the 31. And I know they had to do it in hurried fashion, but I think the Knights probably lost out on about 3 yards here, even after that penalty. There's Jared Essler, the de facto offensive coordinator, trying to instruct on defense. Gavin Duncanson is the defensive coordinator for the Knights. (14-0) Blaine. So that last connection was 39 yards, and that's exactly where they are here. They will need to do it again. Hail Mary time. Seems like there's a lot of confusion on both sidelines. STMA coaches were frustrated. Now Blaine, maybe they're pointing out where the ball is spotted. Which we noticed here. They've moved the clock now to a minute 40. And the time on the clock really isn't important at this point. This is going to be the final play regardless. Anyway, here we go. Not quite. Another false start is going to make this.
That's the half.
Well, I'm completely confounded by this finish. Just hold on just 1 second here, because the officials are now conferring whether this is actually the end. St. Michael-Albertville is gone. I mean, when you have a stopped clock on the field, I guess I'm just a little perplexed at how that would end the half. But hey, they're gone. They're off the field. It's 14-0 at halftime. Blaine with a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll take our halftime pause here on North Metro TV.
Come to Ham Lake and see how good life can be. Conveniently located only 20 miles north of the Twin Cities on Highway 65, yet Ham Lake has kept its rural charm. Residents of Ham Lake enjoy 1-acre minimum lots, giving you space to live with abundant natural green spaces and recreational activities like boating, fishing, golf, disc golf, camping and playgrounds, and tons of seasonal fun all year round. Ham Lake is home to one of the top school districts with consistent high scores in standardized testing and community ratings. Ham Lake is a business-friendly city and willing to work with businesses and developers of all sizes. Whether you are just starting out or looking to grow, Ham Lake has the business opportunities you've been waiting for. Life in Ham Lake moves a little slower, and that's the way we like it. Ham Lake offers space to live, to grow, and space to relax. Come visit Ham Lake and see for yourself what you are missing. Ham Lake is convenient country living.
The homecoming game for Blaine is going well for the Bengals. 14-0 entering the second half. Blaine on top of St. Michael-Albertville on a rainy, blustery night. Let's get to our first half highlights. It was dry when it started, but not for long. There's Tyler Terry getting the scoring started early in the first quarter, and then the rains came, and then things got sloppy for St. Michael-Albertville. 3 first-half fumbles resulting in turnovers, including one in the red zone and one inside the 40-yard line. Ill-timed turnovers, all of them, in fact, in Bengals territory. And this could have been a 4th turnover as Connor Longvan muffing this punt before recovering it himself. It was 7-0 at that point. Blaine later on adding a second touchdown, courtesy of Frank Daniels, the quarterback, to make it 14-0. That was early in the second quarter, and that's where we stand. The pivotal turnover by St. Michael-Albertville occurring at the 10-yard line in the waning moments of the first half. It could have been cut to 14-7, and we'd have a tight ball game. But Blaine, in the rain, up 14-0, and receiving the ball to start quarter number 3. Sam Ekstrom with you on North Metro TV. Week 4 of the high school football season, it's flying by. And now we are officially into autumn, and we see the temperatures dipping. Conditions playing a major factor tonight, and we'll see what the second half has in store. And that's Ashton Groves kicking it off, and the ball falls off the tee. Halftime score, Wayzata leading Totino Grace 19-0 in Metro Gold North play. A couple of 1 and 2 teams there. Knights beat Wayzata last week for their first win. Bouncing kickoff taken at the 11-yard line. And a 20-yard return for Tyler Terry, who's had a big night, including a touchdown. And a 39-yard catch right before halftime. You never know when a turnover could change this game. The Bengals have taken great care of the football thus far. Will that continue with plenty of football left in the second half? Fine performance for Frank Daniels, the quarterback. He's made the throws when he's needed to. He's run the football well, including for a touchdown. Hands that ball off to Michael Douglas, and he's got nowhere to go. Cowan Underwood made that tackle. He's been active tonight. A loss on the play, 2nd down and 11. Well, there was really no let up in the rain at halftime. It is still coming down, and not a lot of breeze. Kind of just sitting on top of Blaine right now. We might have a saturated rest of the evening. Another handoff to Douglas with a spin cycle, and he will drag tacklers. He lost the ball, and St. Michael-Albertville has their first takeaway. Could that be the start of a momentum swing? Hard yards there for Douglas, but he made one too many efforts to get to the first down line, coughed up the football, and the Knights have it. Look at this fine piece of running, the spin, and then the surge, and at the last moment losing the football. Hey, the Knights students have something to cheer about.
1st and 10 for the Knights.
And the Knights are pretty well lived in Blaine territory, and they're right back there at the 45-yard line. Colton Damaris will throw it to start the second half offensively for the Knights, and a catch is made. Longvan trying to make amends for his first half, and he's got a great grab inside the 40.
Pass is complete to the Bengal 37.
Fantastic catch by Longvan, getting a foot in along the sideline for 8 yards. Knights 1 and 2, coached by Jared Essler, scoring 18 points per game this year. And just over 300 total yards of offense. Shutout so far tonight. There's a pitch to Kadia, and he's angled out by Rohrbaugh, not reaching the first down marker. In fact, might have lost a yard. It is 3rd down and 3. Kadia, Savi, Longvan, and Anderson. Then a 4-man backfield tonight for the Knights. 3rd down and 3. In motion, Roos. Hand off Longvan, first down. Put his head down and dove to the 32-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Knights. They are right in this football game if they can score and pull within a touchdown. From the 32. Inside handoff, Savi runs into 3 Bengals. Gavin Ecker, who has a fumble recovery in this game on that tackle. A loss on the play, 2nd and 11. One note on the Bengals from that first half. Their touchdown that came 4 minutes and 16 seconds into this game. That was their first quarter score of the season. As we see that play again by Ecker. Bengals had previously been outscored 34-0 in first quarters. There's a Damaris run up the middle. Tough to bring down. Gets to the 27-yard line. Stood up there after a gain of 7. And that sets up a manageable 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Damaris is the tallest guy out there. He's plenty dense when he gets moving north and south, and a great threat with his legs. And now a big 3rd down. Trying to reach the 23-yard line. It's a handoff to Anderson. Stood up. Does not get there. And does barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Easton Olsen on the tackle, the senior. Makes it 4th down.
No gain on the play, brings up 4th down.
Familiar territory for the Knights. In Blaine territory, forced to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 5. This is their 5th trip into Blaine territory. They have no points so far. A turnover on downs and 3 fumbles, and here's Damaris, a throw incomplete for Swinkiewicz. No flags, and the Bengals take over again. With 8:06 to play in the 3rd quarter, another disheartening finish to a drive for the Knights. Just off the mark with the toss. The Bengals dodge a bullet following the fumble. There's a handoff. Douglas, running room, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Was that a fumble? No. He was down by contact at the 47, and there's an injured Bengal back behind the play. Offensive lineman for Blaine. Let's take a look at this Douglas run.
Check out page 64 in your program.
Douglas, oh, a shoestring tackle by Johnson.
You just want a free salad or grain bowl. Go to the
At the right leg there.
Pick up your prize. All prizes must be picked up by the start of the 4th quarter.
That turnover on downs
The Tavern, Canacare Pizza, and
for St. Michael-Albertville, not technically considered a turnover, so the turnover total would still be at 3, but it's the second turnover on downs in the game. It's always been kind of an oddity. They don't include that in the turnover total. But if you include the turnover on downs, that's 5 times in this game that they've reached Bengals territory, come away with nothing. A bit like the Vikings on Monday night in the second half in Philadelphia, as we see the injured Bengal getting off the field, Theo Neitzel, 270-pound senior lineman. Neitzel limping off. I wonder if we'll see him again tonight. Look like a right leg. Don't want to speculate. Neitzel will be replaced on that offensive line. One of his line mates, Evan Abel, led the team out on the field tonight, holding the American flag. And back to the action here with 7.5 remaining in the third quarter. It's Douglas with another run. Closing in on midfield as Douglas gains about 3. Second down and 7. Blaine can get this run game really working. They can kill a lot of clock and shrink this game down, leading by 2 scores as they motion the tight ends to the right side. Design run by Daniels, trying to get to the edge, and he will trot across the 50 to the 48. Logan Jans angled him out. There's a holding call on the play, and it's on Blaine. I think I saw that one in real time. It was right off the right tackle. So the 10-yard penalty from the spot will make this a 2nd and long. Second and 18 to be specific. Daniels, a sidearm fling out to the right, incomplete, intended for Matthew Plankers. Plankers entered the game with 98 receiving yards and a TD on the year, the junior. Plankers had a touchdown against White Bear Lake in the season opening win here. They'll hurry it up here on 3rd down and long. Douglas in motion, throwing back to the right. Plankers the catch. Plankers the run. Plankers is loose. 30, 20, and Plankers tackled down near the 15-yard line. 45 yards on 3rd and 18. Look at this play call. A fake to the right, sidearm throw, and Plankers does the rest. Got away from Johnson, and then a foot race down the sideline. Back to Douglas. A cut back to the 15, and a spin to the 14-yard line. Safe to say Plankers is over that 100-yard mark now with that catch and run.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Daniels to the 10. Daniels looking for more, and I think he's got a first down near the 5-yard line. Frank Daniels with 4 rushing touchdowns this season, trying to use his legs again near the end zone. 1st and goal from the 5. The give to Douglas. And a good piece of tackling by Tyson Henches, number 62. Second and goal, past the halfway point of the third quarter.
Second and goal.
Douglas with 3 rushing touchdowns this season, 1 in each game. Last week had a 16-yarder at Champlain Park. He'll try it again, and again he's denied. Gets a couple yards. Brought down by Drew Luster at the 3.
Third and goal from the
Points
4
of any kind here for Blaine would put them thoroughly in the driver's seat. Would make it a 3-score lead. Third and goal. Design run for Daniels. Nope. Caden Johnson on the tackle. It's 4th down. Do they send out Kendall Stadden for a 20-yard field goal? Looks like they will. And Stadden will try to make this a 17-0 game. You wouldn't want to try a field goal much longer than this in these conditions, but this is essentially an extra point. A 21-yard kick.
Stagnant to attempt a 21-yard field goal.
From the left hash mark. It's a fake left, and a flag flies in. Incomplete pass.
There's a flag on the play.
But what is the penalty? We could have an automatic first down, or perhaps a redo of the try. Pass interference defense. Now the high school enforces this differently than in the NFL. I'm not sure this is an automatic first down.
Pass interference, 14 of the defense, half the distance to the goal, 4th down.
Yeah, you see there, that's a big distinction. So they don't get an automatic first down. They do get another crack at this field goal. Intended target there was Jack Johnson. Now from 19 yards, Stadden up and good. In the rain, Stadden 2 of 3 on field goals this season. And it's 17-0 Blaine. A big make for Stadden with 4:02 to go in the third. That drive for Blaine, highlighted by the Plankers. Catch and run on 3rd and 18. Student section, I think, is loving this rain a little too much. They're having some fun out here, and their team is having fun. A shutout in the works on defense. Offense has done plenty to give them a big advantage in this game. Long Van, the return from inside the 10. Upended at the 23-yard line. So the task getting taller now for STMA, down by 3 possessions with just 16 minutes of football remaining. A game of missed opportunities for St. Michael-Albertville. Colton Damaris. Long Van in motion, takes it on the jet sweep, stays in bounds across the 30-yard line. Drilled back there by Easton Olson at the 31. Nice chunk by Long Van on first down. Blaine +2 in turnover margin. +17 on the scoreboard.
Gain of 8 on the play, brings up second down.
Quick snap and the pitch out to the left. And a big gainer out to the 44. That's Brett Roos's first carry of the night. Roos, the 6th ball carrier for STMA in this game. Roos averaging just over 2 yards per carry this year. That was a 13-yard gain. The tackle by Jack Johnson. Oh, a fumbled snap, and I think it was recovered by Damaris, who had a knee on the ground, so no gain, but he does avoid the turnover. Second down and 11. You're almost holding your breath for STMA at this point with the difficulty they've had. 3 lost fumbles and at least 4 fumbles that were not lost. Couple by Longvan, couple by Damaris. Second down and long. Longvan in motion. Anderson, a nice gap, and he's brought down at the 48 by Ryland Dickinson. 3rd and 6 for the Knights, inside of 2 minutes left in the third.
Gain of 5 on the play. Brings up third down.
That's going to be the story all over the metro area tonight, is this rainstorm that came in has wreaked havoc. There were some games last night, including a big upset of number 1 Eden Prairie, number 8 Rosemount, taking them down 14-7 in better conditions. Nice pass, nice catch across the 40, hauled in by Tevin Vongson. And the Knights move the chains. Vongson's first catch of the season, the junior wide receiver.
13 on the play, first down for the Knights. Ball is at the Bengal Stadium.
In coverage, Jalen Hierlinger. From the 39. Fumbled snap, look out. Blaine passively signaling they have it, but it was recovered by STMA. Another fumble, and that was up for grabs. That could have gone either way. So second down and 11. Damaris, really smart quarterback, says his coach Jared Essler. Cerebral, 3.9 GPA. His first year leading this team after replacing last year's quarterback. Second and 11, and he'll throw. It is picked. And out to the 33-yard line. Charlie Potvin. First interception this game for Blaine, and Potvin's first of the season. And once again, the Knights turn it over in Blaine territory. He had a man downfield in Brody Odland, and jumping the route was Potvin. 4 STMA turnovers. And the final play of the third quarter is a jet sweep. Terry gains a yard as the third quarter comes to an end. 17-0 Bengals We'll pause and have the fourth quarter for you after this on North Metro TV.
North Metro TV News is your source for local stories. Highlighting the issues in your community, we bring you the news that's closer to home. Join us as we explore the stories all around us, every day at 2:30, 6:30, and 10:30.
One quarter to go. Blaine 17, St. Michael-Albertville 0. A field goal, the only points in that third quarter, but a big one. A 19-yarder by Kendall Stadden gave Blaine a 3-score lead, and now Blaine has the ball back. An interception by Charlie Potvin. The second interception thrown this year by Damaris. He threw his first one at Centennial 2 weeks back. And now headed right to left across the field, Blaine sending Terry in motion and handing it off to Douglas on second and long. 3 yards for Michael Douglas. Third down.
To the 35-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play brings us third down.
Just unimaginable for the Knights. 6 trips into Blaine territory. Bengals trying to move the chains a couple times here and take some time off of this clock. Douglas is confused and a timeout called. Two remaining for the Bengals. And 11:23 remaining in the game. Some final scores coming in around the state. St. Paul Johnson beats St. Paul Como Park 39-8. Keep an eye on some of those Metro Gold North scores. See if we can get a Centennial Maple Grove update. That's what Blaine has coming up. 3 of 4 to close the regular season on the road to Tino Grace. Centennial, Wayzata, and Osseo. The Knights, in danger of going to 1-3, will have 3 of 4 at home to end their year. Daniels throws it back across the field, intended for Schusted, incomplete. Logan Jans, arguably their top defensive back there in coverage. And it'll be fourth down. Jans had 4 interceptions last year. Schusted with a couple grabs in this game. Trying for the one-hander. Offensive penalty declined. Schusted will be right back there for a punt. Long Van, the return man. Standing back at the 33, there's a rush. Good punt by Schusted, a beauty. Bounding at the 31-yard line and downed right there. It's a 35-yard punt. Schusted averages 34 yards per punt, so that's right in line with his average. 11:07 to go in the football game. Maple Grove was leading Centennial 17-10 at halftime of that game that we were trying to get a score on. We'll watch for a final. And there's a pitch left. All over it is Easton Olsen. Brett Ruse, another carry. And a 4-yard loss on the play. They'll give him forward progress out to the 29, so maybe a 2-yard loss. Olsen read it like a book. Jaden Grant joined in on the tackle. 2nd and 12 for the Knights. Damaris. Pass caught. And to the 36 prances Brody Odland. Odland now over 100 yards receiving this season. Rain has calmed down here a bit, still flurrying. 3rd down and 4. Ten and a half minutes left in the football game. Damaris to his left. He'll throw. Incomplete. Odland couldn't hang on. A diving effort. And that sets up 4th down. And you got to think the Knights almost have to go for it here every time now. Down by 3 scores. The Knights have just been a little uncomfortable with the conditions. And could have brought them out to midfield. Now 4th and 4, needing to reach the 41. Savi is behind Damaris. He'll toss it again. There's pressure. There's a sack. Henry Morris got him. And the Bengals take over on downs. The defensive dominance continues.
Bengals take over on down after the sack.
So the drop on 3rd down leads to a drop back on 4th down and a sack by Morris. Damaris was in the pocket for a long time. Connor Byer-Kohler cleaned up that sack as Douglas gets free to the 2nd level, past the 20 to the 19-yard line. Johnson and Segler co-tackling. The ball at the 19 now. This game well managed by Frank Daniels. The 6'4" quarterback giving it to Douglas again, runs into the line and gets thrust down at the line of scrimmage, no gain. But even a run up the middle like that is going to kill 30 more seconds on this clock and bring the Bengals closer to victory. A dominant performance from start and almost to finish. 9:15 to go. 2nd and 10. Daniels, room to run across the 10. Daniels to the 5, to the pylon. Touchdown!
Daniels takes it to the house.
What a run by Frank Daniels to put the punctuation mark on this one for Blaine. His 2nd of the night. A 19-yard scamper. The option run absorbing tackles, bouncing off them, and diving for the corner. Stadden now to tack on another. Up and good. She's been perfect. Blaine has been perfect. A 24-0 lead with 8:56 to go. Daniels now up to 5 rushing touchdowns this season in 4 games. If you include the passing touchdowns, he's accounted for 7 this season. Blaine now likely to get to 2-2. They had a short field that time. Just a 36-yard touchdown drive. 2 of their touchdowns have come on short fields after takeaways on downs. Rohrbaugh on the kickoff. Long van from the 11. To the 23. 12-yard return, a tackle by Jalen Hierlinger. Long night for the Knights.
Ball's returned to the Knights 23-yard line, first and 10.
And Damaris back at it here with his running back, Savi. Immediate pressure by the Bengals, a bubble screen out to the left. Swinkiewicz out to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. A positive gain, but nullified by a holding call. I mean, there was immediate penetration there by that defensive line. And this will make it around 1st and 20. Blaine by 24. Blaine's defense has allowed almost 400 total yards per game at 379. They've allowed yards in this game too. It's not like they've gotten 3 and outs every time, but every big moment they've come through. Staring now at a 1st and 23. Damaris from the pocket, over the middle. What a catch by Odland. And Odland has a 1st down. Flag comes in after the play. Great grab by Odland, who had that drop on the last drive. And the penalty was thrown right in front of the Blaine sideline.
We have a sideline warning on Blaine. 1st of the half.
That is a warning. No yards assessed. So a 28-yard gain. Brody Odland. And now from the 37. Drive began at the 23, and here's Damaris to throw. Damaris smashed at the line of scrimmage and piled on way back at the 25. Of course, he gets forward progress there, but it's been that kind of night. Bengals have been swarming. Inside of 8 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Don't forget, Bengals just a couple of years removed from being a 1st-place team In the COVID-shortened season, they went 6-1 and ended their season with a section championship win over Wayzata. Who knows how far that team could have gone. Zipped over the middle to Longvan, incomplete. Knocked down by Henry Morris, who has a couple of career interceptions. Third down and 9. Looks like they're asking for a new football. Well, the Knights even treat this as 4-down territory now, down by 24 points. Quick handoff, Savi, angling left. He will get the first down and move across midfield. Good run by Brian Savi. Into Bengals territory they go with 7:15 remaining. It's been a cadre of ball carriers for the Knights, Savi among them, along with Anderson, Roos, Longvan, Cadia, and even Billicky getting in the mix. From the 44. Damaris steps up, room to run. He'll pick up yards with his legs. Another Knights first down. Hit hard at the 31-yard line. And there's an injured Bengal on the field. Rylan Dickinson is down. Another look. You see Dickinson there, just behind the play, the one who was hurt. Tough to see what happened to him. We hope he's all right. See that a lot if someone develops cramps. They might just be stretching him out. And he's off the field, looks all right. Rylan Dickinson, a junior linebacker. 5'9", 165, plays with a lot of toughness. Well, the weather didn't slow down Esco tonight. They scored 70 points against Pine City in a shutout win. Shutout brewing here. The Knights trying to put an end to that in the final 7 minutes of play. Damaris, immediate pressure, and he goes down. Jaden Grant, untouched in the backfield. A Blaine sack and a loss of 5. That's another name we've called a lot tonight, Jaden Grant. Knights to the line quickly on 2nd and long. Look out again. Grant almost got him again. And Damaris has his man Odland at the 28-yard line. Offensive line giving in right now for STMA, and Damaris made something out of a bad situation. He was very close to the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball. 3rd down and about 5 yards. Another throw for Damaris, well protected that time. He'll fade it to the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Jack Johnson was right there. A lot of traffic on the toss by Damaris. Fourth down. It was almost caught on the ricochet there by Swinkiewicz. Fruso has been locking him down tonight. 6:05 left in this football game.
4th and 7 for the Knights.
They need to reach the 22.5-yard line. And whistles before the play, a timeout by the Knights.
Timeout. St. Michael. First charge timeout.
They've got 2 remaining. They'll talk things over before this fourth down. Might be too little, too late for the Knights, even if they can generate points here. It is a 3-possession game technically, but you would have to convert 3 2-point conversions. Memorable night in Blaine for the senior fans, homecoming night. They haven't let the rain deter them one bit. Good times here, September 23rd, 2022. Some more finals rolling in. Woodbury beats Burnsville 20-7. Waconia beats Chaska 22-14. Brainerd over Bemidji 19-7. And a fourth down here out of the timeout.
Fourth and 7 for the Knights.
I'm not sure they have really any choice here but to throw the football. The blocking has not held up very well of late. 3 down linemen. It is a design run across the 25. First down for Damaris, plunging to the 17. Yeah, they dropped a lot of guys in coverage to cover the wide receivers. We got an injured Bengal getting off the field as well. But the Knights had them outblocked about 2-1 there, and they did a good job finding a hole for Damaris. Past the halfway point to the fourth, first down in the red zone. Screen play to Swinkiewicz, angling to the 12. Smothered there by Henry Morris. Gain of 5.
Pass is complete for 4-yard gain.
Hurry up offense. 5:15 to go. Damaris left, incomplete, left it short of Longvan. That'll set up third down. Second time the Knights have entered the red zone. They fumbled the first time.
Pass is incomplete. Incompletion brings up third down.
We keep reiterating, but 6 times they have been in Bengals territory without scoring. This is number 7. Third and fourth downs have not been kind to the Knights. Savi is the running back. Good block by Savi. Throw to the end zone. Tipped, and I think it was caught on the tip. Touchdown. Swinkiewicz hauled it in. And the Knights get on the board. The Knights were due for a lucky bounce, and they got it on a near interception in the end zone. Look at this. Wow. Potvin going for his second pick there. And it's 24-6. They have to go for 2. From the 3-yard line. Play action, rollout, dump. Would have been good, but Longvan couldn't reach down for it. The throw is short, and it remains a 3-possession game. 5:03 to go. So the Knights eliminate the shutout. So they go to the onside kick. "77 yards on that touchdown drive. And for Swinkevich, that is touchdown number 3 this season. Didn't score one last week, but he did score in week 1 and week 2.
Goes to kick off for the Knights.
Groves with the little pooch fielded at the 36. Not sure if that was designed to be an onside or not, and Blaine will have it with 5:01 to go.
Football fans, don't forget, if you did not hear all the numbers, there's a poster of the winning numbers that the tackle can do.
Bengals will now try to bleed the rest of the clock and end this game, leading by 18 points.
From their own 35.
Bengals look like they won't be involved in another 1-possession game. 3 of those to start their year. Douglas getting a huge push from the offensive line and staying on his feet. Michael Douglas bouncing off tacklers to the 31. "33 yards for Douglas." What a piece of running. And credit Tenzin Sana, number 50, the offensive lineman. Look at this push. A little assist. Essentially, he yanked him out of Cade Johnson's arms. Big game for Douglas. New quarterback is in there for Blaine. That is Taylor Welkin, 6'1", 170-pound junior, number 15. Inside of 4 minutes to go. 18-point lead, pretty comfortable. They get Welkin some time. Second and 11. There's a pitch left. Whoa. Rutgers swallowed him up. Michael-Alberville, the ball carrier, the junior running back, 5'9". Rutgers was all over that pitch, and it's 3rd down and long. Third and 17. Ticking under 3 minutes left in the football game. Alberville. 7 yards to the 32. Looks like they'll go for it here on 4th and 10. And the Knights can get the ball back one more time if they get a stop here. The first down would more or less end the game. Give the Bengals a chance to kneel down if they want. Bengals might just call a timeout here. They'll wind the play clock all the way down. Or perhaps they'll take a delay of game and punt. Nope, they'll take a timeout with
Blaine.
2:01 remaining.
Second charge timeout of the half.
One timeout remaining for Blaine. Their Metro Gold North record will move to 1-2 with this win. Overall record 2-2. Knights are going to drop to 1-3. 1-2 in the sub-district. And they've got Minnetonka next at home. Try to regroup in the second half of the regular season. Minnetonka entered the night 2-1. Then they have Champlain Park, who's 2-1. Maple Grove, who's 3-0. They're always tough. And then Eastridge out of the sub-district to end the year. Michael Law will move above 500 career with this win. And the Bengals will go for it with 2 minutes remaining, and the rain coming right back here. Not done yet. Fumbled handoff, and Welkin will be tackled. Drew Luster brought him down, and the Knights will take over with 1:57 left. So Damaris's night is not done. He'll come back on the field, try to engineer another drive in the 2-minute drill. An option keeper there for Welkin. That went awry. 24-6. Screenplay. Set up to Roos. Breaks through tacklers. Roos to the 33. Brett Roos showing some explosiveness here in the second half.
Gain of 33 on the play, first down.
And that screen was set up brilliantly. Shedding tacklers there with ease. Damaris, heavy pressure, and down he goes. Gavin Ecker on the sack. Relentless pressure here of late by the Blaine front four.
Timeout. St. Michael.
Timeout
Second
Knights.
charge timeout of the half.
They lost about 8 on that sack, and they've got 1 timeout remaining. Essler, though, is going to try as hard as he can to get them another touchdown. Ball at the 41-yard line.
Football practice, Blaine High School swimming guide. Fracture is that. Please join us for the 31st annual.
Becker beats Hutchinson 24-22. Stillwater beats Osseo 31-7.
And the raffle. There is sure something to be there for everyone. Doors are open at 9 to 3. We look forward to seeing you all there.
Terry with a rushing touchdown tonight for Blaine, and 2 rushing touchdowns for the quarterback, Daniels. Stadden, field goal and 3 extra points. Swinkiewicz, a touchdown for St. Michael-Albertville. Comprising all the scoring this evening as Longvan hustles for 4 yards. We'll see if St. Michael-Albertville hustles to the line with under 80 seconds left. 3rd down and long. Injured Bengal is Jack Schisler. And that's a key player. And you certainly hope he's okay.
Thank you for all the people that have donated to the Tackle Cancers
Be another cramp.
Community Fund. The Tackle Cancer has raised over $2 million in support of Minnesota cancer communities since 2012.
Minute 14 to go. Schisler will get off the field on his own power. Entered tonight with a couple sacks and a forced fumble, the big senior. And he will wanted to stay on the field, but he'll come off. Third and 14, maybe 13 yards. Damaris steps into a throw down the right sideline. It's incomplete. Trying to feed it to Vongson. Fourth down and long. Blaine led 14-0 at halftime. 17-0 after 3 quarters. Four Knights turnovers. The big plays in this game. Fourth down and a mile. Here's Damaris, blitzed and sacked again. Connor Bear Kohler. The finishing touches on a masterful Blaine defensive performance. They'll take over with a minute left. And they end another Knights possession in Blaine territory. 7 for the game. Victory formation for the Bengals. They'll take a knee a couple of times. Welkin with the snap. 2 of those should end it. What a win for Blaine against a team that whipped them by 28 last year. An 18-point victory this evening. The Bengals to 2-2. The Knights dropping to 1-3 with this result. Back to the drawing board for St. Michael-Albertville. And Blaine will be victorious on homecoming. A convincing win. And a statement win for the quarterback, Frank Daniels, who rushed for a pair of touchdowns, did not turn the football over, a huge key tonight. Blaine goes on the road at Totino Grace next week. St. Michael-Albertville will host Minnetonka. Well, on behalf of a fantastic crew, many of whom braved the rain tonight, we thank them. And we thank you for watching tonight on North Metro TV. My name's Sam Ekstrom. Blaine 24, St. Michael-Albertville 6. Our final score from rainy Blaine. Signing off, and have a great weekend.